I'm going to start this video off a little bit differently. This right here is Amina. Sorry for the bad photo. She is fighting for her life due to cancer. Now, I'm not sponsored by this company, but I do believe that there is hope for her. So, please feel generous and try to donate to save Amina's life. The link is in the description down below if you're interested, and if you want to lend a helping hand. Alright, now back to the video. Greetings, fellow moviegoers, and welcome to Movie Central, the place to talk about movies, TV shows based on movies, toys based on movies, games based on movies, and rides based on movies. I'm your host, Mr. CCS, and this is my pet gorilla, George. Disney parks. Since 1955, the Walt Disney Company has killed it in the theme park industry. With 6 on-site resorts in total, 12 total theme parks, and unlimited amounts of magic, the Disney theme parks are the most popular in the world. However, not all Disney parks are created equal. So today, for our winter finale, we're going to be ranking all of the Disney Castle parks. Now, I won't be talking about the secondary parks like Epcot Center or Tokyo Disney Sea, because this is only for the parks that have the Magic Kingdom style. That means the original Disneyland Park in Anaheim, California, Magic Kingdom in Orlando, Florida, Tokyo Disneyland in Tokyo, Japan, Disneyland Paris in Chessy, France, Hong Kong Disneyland in Hong Kong, China, and Shanghai Disneyland in Shanghai, China. You may be wondering why I didn't include Disney Quest. Well, there are 2 reasons. One, while it may be based around the Magic Kingdom style parks, with attractions like Space Mountain, Buzz Lightyear, Jungle Cruise, and Pirates of the Caribbean, it wasn't exactly a Magic Kingdom style park. And 2, it's not really a theme park, it's a defunct arcade that may or may not return at this point. So with all that said, let's get ranking. Number 6, Hong Kong Disneyland. Why is Hong Kong Disneyland at the bottom of the list? Well, there are 3 big reasons. The first is that it lacks a classic Disney feel. The park only opened with 9 rides borrowed from other parks, but it didn't have classic rides like Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, Pirates of the Caribbean, and Peter Pan's Flight. It did expand over the past 10 years, but it doesn't really matter. The second is the lack of originality. Many inspirations were taken from several Disney parks, and that makes a whole bunch of attractions suffer. Now, there are some great exclusive attractions, such as Big Grizzly Mountain Runaway Mine Cars and Mystic Manor, but rides like the Iron Man Experience and Ant-Man and the Wasp Nano Battle are mere clones of Star Tours 3D The Adventures Continue and Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters. The latter of the 2 Hong Kong attractions I listed is actually a replacement for Hong Kong's version of Astro Blasters. The third reason is that some of the exclusive stuff sucks. I already mentioned the 2 current Marvel attractions, but I didn't mention the butt-ugly castle that sits smack in the middle of the park. With all that said, are there good things about Hong Kong Disneyland? Yes. As I said, Mystic Manor and Big Grizzly Mountain Runaway Mine Cars are great exclusive attractions, and the redesign of Woody, Jessie, and Buzz Lightyear as walk-around characters are perfect, and should be brought to the American parks. With that said, Hong Kong Disneyland was just Michael Eisner's budgeted mistake from Disney that will forever be a stain on the legacy of the company. Number 5, Disneyland Paris. Unlike Hong Kong Disneyland, I thoroughly enjoyed Disneyland Paris. The park perfectly mixes American and French culture. Yes, you may see familiar rides like Space Mountain, Buzz Lightyear, Peter Pan's Flight, and Pirates of the Caribbean, but there are several exclusives, such as the retheme of the Haunted Mansion called Phantom Manor, and a dragon animatronic under the giant Sleeping Beauty castle. If I have one minor complaint about it, it's that Adventureland is kind of lame here. I mean, sure, Pirates of the Caribbean and Indiana Jones roller coaster are great attractions, but the clash of ideas of a Middle Eastern village and a Caribbean coast kind of suck, to be honest. But that being said, it does contain one of my favorite attractions that is not a ride made by Disney, Aladdin's Enchanted Passage. With that minor complaint aside, the Parisian Disney Park is a great journey of magic for the City of Love. Number 4, Shanghai Disneyland. By the time I'm making this video, this is the most recent Disney park, and it is awesome. Yes, like most of the Disney parks, this park has familiar attractions like Buzz Lightyear, Peter Pan's Flight, and Pirates of the Caribbean, but it also contains some new attractions such as Tron Light Cycle Power Run and Roaring Rapids. The park also has a new technological flair unique to this park. I can't wait to see the expansions to come to this park in the next few years. Why is it this low on the list, though? Well, there are just three other parks I like more, and here they are. Number 3, Magic Kingdom. The second Disney theme park ever created is here, and like Shanghai Disneyland, it is awesome. The Magic Kingdom has several attractions that are great, like Mickey's PhilharMagic, the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, Space Mountain, Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger Spin, Peter Pan's Flight, Pirates of the Caribbean, and many more. The park still has the magic it did even 50 years after its opening. If it lasts 50 years and still has magic, that means it can have 50 more, which means Disney did its job in making a beloved theme park. However, two other theme parks make me feel warmer inside more than the Magic Kingdom. Number 2, Tokyo Disneyland. Tokyo Disneyland is the third Disney theme park and the first international one, and it's the second best Magic Kingdom style park. It does contain several attractions you can find at other Disney parks like Space Mountain, Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters, the Teacups, Jungle Cruise, Peter Pan's Flight, Pirates of the Caribbean, and several others. But it also contains a Stitch re-theme of the Enchanted Tiki Room, and a new version of Main Street USA called the World Bazaar, as well as a Beauty and the Beast dark ride in Fantasyland, which should indeed be brought to the other parks. It's a beautiful theme park and should remain where it stands for the rest of history. But if you could have guessed, you know what number 1 is. Number 1, Disneyland Park. The very first Disney park in history makes number 1 for a few reasons. The first reason is that this is a place I have been going to since I was 1, which means I am heavily biased towards it. The second reason is that Walt Disney himself oversaw this park personally, which means he has his presence looming over you in every step you take in the park. And the third reason is that it feels magical anytime rain, shine, clouds, cold, hot, etc. The happiest place on earth shall continue to be the happiest place on earth until the end of time, and maybe to infinity and beyond. Well, that's it for this video. If you want to give me your list, feel free to do so. I'll be taking a break for 2 weeks so I can celebrate Christmas and have a holiday. So with that said, my name is Mr. CCS, this is Movie Central, and that, my friends, is a wrap. Happy holidays.